So Prince Ali of Ababwa is now Prince Thomas of Lavania. Talk about range. All right, welcome to Taste Take. If you're new here, I do spoiler-free movie and TV reviews. Give you a little background, just let you know if I think it's worth checking out or not. If that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button for your boy. For my regular taste takers, let's see if this movie's fire or if I wish I never saw it. Get it? I said wish because it's the guy from Aladdin, and Aladdin make wishes. Duh. Never mind. The Royal Treatment is a new Netflix original movie that was directed by Rick Jacobson. Nope, I never heard of him either. The movie stars Mina Massoud, who we all know as the live-action Aladdin. You may also remember that he's the same one that said that after Aladdin, he couldn't get any work in Hollywood. And really everyone was like, word. He went on to say like, people think that he's getting all these offers and millions, and it's not really like that. Okay, first of all, and I'm not gonna spend too much time here, but Aladdin made $1 billion. I'm just gonna let that sit there for a second. Now, of course, I'm not saying that this dude gets the whole billion. Obviously, you gotta pay Will Smith and whoever painted him blue, but it's gotta be so hard to convince people to feel sorry for a kid that starred in a hit movie with a sequel on the way. Also, like, who said Hollywood was easy? Imagine being like one movie in and being surprised that people are not buzzing down your doors. That's like being an intern at a company and you crush the final presentation and you're somehow shocked that they didn't make you the CEO. Anyway, I'm not trying to diminish the man's complaints. I'm just saying, it looks like you're doing all right. Moving on, his co-star on The Royal Treatment is Laura Moreno. She got popular doing Austin Alley on Disney. And as far as I know, after doing that show, she never complained about not getting auditions. I'm just kidding. I mean, she didn't complain, but you know, I'm just... All right, plot time. The Royal Treatment tells the story of this Italian hairdresser in New York City named Izzy. She works at a salon with her mom and her friends. On the other side of the world, Prince Thomas of Lavania, that's a made-up country, is getting ready for his arranged marriage to a nice girl from Texas. Before the wedding, he plans a trip to New York City, just cause. And this dude, who's a whole prince of a whole country, doesn't realize that he needs a haircut until he gets there. Anyway, his brother was supposed to call some fancy salon, but ends up calling the wrong one, which is Izzy's. You see where this is going. Fast forward, and the prince loves his haircut so much that he hires Izzy and her friends to fly to Lavania and do the whole hair and makeup for this royal wedding. Can Izzy fly to Lavania, do her job, and come home? Or will Prince Thomas abandon the woman he's arranged to marry, that he barely knows, fall in love with Izzy, and realize that he wants to live a normal life with her? And now we got a movie. So what's my take? I mean, you can watch the trailer and see where this movie is going. I'll take Made in Manhattan over this any day. Can I really even drag this movie? I mean, I guess I could drag anything. I know it's cheesy. I know it's predictable. But I also know that y'all are gonna watch it anyway. People can't get enough of these cheesy Netflix rom-coms. So why would they stop making them? Anyway, one of my biggest problems with this movie is something that probably no one else really cares about. But it's annoying. Maybe just to me. But it's annoying. And it's the fact that this is supposed to be a story of a hardcore New Yorker that has to leave the city, go across the world, and learn the ways of royalty. Few problems with that. One, the actress that plays Izzy is from Los Angeles, and there's nothing wrong with LA. Lovely place. Great acai bowls. But this woman puts on quite possibly the worst New York accent I may have ever heard.
Hot prince visit makes temperatures rise in the city. Seriously though, what's with his hair?
Bruh. And actors do accents all the time. I get it. But this Italian New York City accent is so over the top, I can't help but wonder why they didn't just, and this may be controversial, just cast someone from New York. Two, any great New York movie needs those classic New York City elements, like subways, skyscrapers, pizza. But no. This movie wasn't shot in New York. This movie was shot in New freaking Zealand. And that's cool for the Lavania shots, which do look really good. I'm not even going front. They look good. But before they get there, it looks Nothing like New York, which makes me wonder why they didn't just, and this may be controversial, just don't make it about New York. These could be small things that a non-New Yorker won't care about, but still, just got one little mini rant, and then I promise I'm gonna move on. I promise, there's one more. So leftover plot time. All right, so this girl Lizzie works at a salon on 183rd Street, and she's supposed to go do the prince's hair downtown at his fancy hotel. So for my non-New Yorkers, cool. 183rd Street is like up here. All the fancy hotels in New York City are like down here. Huh? Anyway, she never gets to finish the haircut because she stormed out. This is a long story. The next scene in the movie is her pulling back up at the salon and she's all limping. So everybody's like, girl, where you been at? How was that $500 haircut that you gave the prince? And she's like, I didn't finish it, so I didn't get paid. And I had to walk all the way back because I didn't have enough money for the train. Word. Now listen, I know all of this is Petty Wop Central, but a train ride is $2.75. And there's nobody on Betty White's earth that's gonna convince me that this girl didn't have 11 quarters to get back home. Then her grandma's like, you walked all the way from uptown? No, y'all said that the shop was on 183rd Street. That's already uptown. This is so sloppy. Why didn't you just make the grandma say, you walked all the way from downtown? It just screams of making a movie about New York with a bunch of people who maybe never been to New York. Okay, that's enough of the New York City complaints. But in a similar vein, the prince has an assistant who's French. And I don't know if the actress is really French, but she sounds like freaking Pierre Escargot.
Pierre, you are the greatest. I love the bathtub, Pierre.
Yeah, like that. There's just no way French people talk like that.
Scissors ready. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
And again, I just couldn't help but wonder why they didn't just, and this may be controversial, just cast someone from France, or don't even make her French. Lavenia's not even a real place. They can sound like anything. I just have a feeling that French people are gonna watch this like, what the hell? And who wants to upset the French? Not me. Okay, I think that's all my nitty nitpicks. The whole thing really feels like a Disney movie, which is fine. You're not in it for the twists. Maybe these are my positives. Like, there's no bad language. There's nothing steamy about it. Even the woman who he's supposed to marry, who in normal movies will be like this total B-word, mean to everybody, and you just wonder why he would even marry her in the first place. Even she's like a nice girl. Like, it's not even toxic like that. This is a little dense, but she's still nice. These are the things that make a good family movie. Laura as Izzy, besides a stupid accent, is a very likable character. She's smart, she's compassionate, cares about the community, and she actually sings some of the songs in the movie, so that's pretty cool. Also, her two girlfriends from the salon are pretty funny, even though one of them, named Destiny, has her New Zealand accent creeping through when she's trying to do New York. Just, okay. But you know. She's still a good character though, maybe my favorite. She's played by Chelsea Preston Clayford, so shout out to her. I'm gonna give the royal treatment 2.5 stars. If you're not like me, and you can look past terrible accents, New Zealand backdrops pawned off as New York City, or a scene where Izzy takes out her phone to play music, but the phone's upside down, this could be for you. You know if you're the audience for this. This is not Tenet level plot lines. And for as hard of a time as I gave it, you can do a lot worse on Netflix these days. At least it's a nice story about a girl who wants more for herself and her community that you can watch with your family and you don't gotta worry about hearing curse words or seeing butt cheeks. There's honestly nothing I could say about this movie that will turn off the Netflix rom-com crowd from watching this. Netflix increased the price again, and y'all still gonna watch it. So it's available right now on Netflix. As always, thanks for checking out Tate's Take. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. In the comments, what did you think about this movie? Yes, you all loved it. Who cares about the accent? Only because you're New York. Welcome back to work, Mina. Thanks for the time, y'all. Peace.